By the time Betty Broderick's trial began in 1990, the case had already become a media sensation. This wasn't just a murder trial, this was a divorce trial that had ended in bloodshed. On one side, you had those who saw Betty as a cold-blooded killer, a woman who couldn't let go of the past, who refused to move on, and who murdered two innocent people in their sleep out of spite. On the other, you had those who saw her as a victim, a woman who had been psychologically tormented for years, stripped of everything and driven to the edge by a powerful ex-husband who manipulated the system against her. Women's rights activists saw Betty's case as a symbol of systemic oppression. Divorce in the 1980s was often brutal for women, especially when wealthy, influential men controlled the legal proceedings. Many believed Dan had gaslit, emotionally abused, and financially crushed Betty until she snapped. But others saw a dangerous precedent. If Betty Broderick could murder her ex-husband and his new wife and get away with it, would that justify revenge killings in every bitter divorce? This wasn't just a murder case. This was a national debate about power, privilege, and justice. Betty's legal team didn't deny the facts. She had pulled the trigger, she had fired the shots, and she had killed Dan and Linda in cold blood. But they wanted the jury to understand why she did it. Her lawyers painted her as a woman who had been systematically destroyed by her husband. He stripped her of financial security. He took her children away. He humiliated her with a younger woman. He manipulated the courts and used his legal power to ensure Betty had no voice, no rights, and no hope of ever winning. They argued that this wasn't about hatred, it was about a woman who had reached her breaking point. Betty herself took the stand, showing no remorse but plenty of anger. He stole my life. He controlled everything. He left me with nothing and expected me to sit there and take it. She never apologized for the murders,